Here we go. Hey up, everyone. Welcome to Liverpool 2, Sheffield 0. We finally won a game.
Finally, finally,
Oh my
finally,
god.
finally, finally. Bobby Firmino. Oh my God. What a fresh year. Liverpool finally put back smile on us face as fans. Liverpool 2, Sheffield United nil. It was a very good performance by this Liverpool team from match minute 1 to match minute 93. Well deserved. Jersey boy, how are you feeling about this victory? You can sleep very comfortable in bed tonight.
I'm very, very, very happy. Obviously, Demo's here gonna do a Nat Phillips, but you have to say that Nat Phillips again and again and again, he's been no joke the best defender since Van Dijk's been injured. He's been absolutely brilliant. So I'm really happy. But we have a game against Chelsea on Thursday, and if we don't win that, if we win that, then top four is back on. So we need to just
I
keep
want
this
to ask
going.
you guys a question. Is prime Manuel Neuer in the goal for Liverpool today? Is not.
I
It was
think
prime
so.
Manuel Neuer.
Listen, listen. Let me just say, it was extremely good to see Liverpool winning a game again. It seemed like it's been forever, even though we won in the Champions League. But it seems like I think we played better in today's game than we played against Salzburg. You know, when we won in the Champions League, I think we were awesome today, and we fully deserved the win. As for Adrian, I mean, he's always been a decent shot stopper. I mean, he always comes up with some big saves, but then he's just prone to making a lot of mistakes. And so today he came up good, and he fully deserves the credit that will come his way for saves, even though the goals might have been offside. I think one of them was offside. I don't know if both were offside. But I mean, he did decent today, and that's good for us. And I know Jersey Boy said Nat Phillips has been the best defender since since Virgil went down, but that's not true because Fabinho has been excellent.
No, but what I
And
mean is he's been the best defender. Fabinho's
oh,
been the
got
best in defence, but in fact Phillips has been the best proper defender.
got you. But yeah, excellent stuff from us today, and we fully deserve the win. Curtis Jones, exception. I think most of the guys today are solid 8 and 9s out of 10 today.
Well, in my opinion, I think I really happy with the performance. I predict Liverpool to draw this game. Coming to this game, we are on a poor form, and I didn't have confidence. My confidence kind of a little bit shattered this season. How the team has been performing, especially in the start of the new year. But it has to give credit where it due. Liverpool deserves to win the game. They perform excellent. Bobby Firmino, although he missed that chance, he did a pretty decent performance in my opinion. But although in front goal, he could do much more better. But it
Mm.
was an all-rounded performance by this Liverpool team, and I'm super excited we get the win because this is going to do a lot great for us with the confidence. From match minute 1, you can see every single Liverpool player want to win this game. They want to go back to Merseyside with this 3 point. It's important after Manchester City win, defeat West Ham, Chelsea draw with Man United, and to
Leicester
see
City.
Leicester City lost to Arsenal. That's a great week for Liverpool, and Liverpool just finished off very properly, and I'm so proud of the boys, and I hope they can continue putting performance like this. I hope they can continue creating chance like this. They will definitely. Oh my God, this guy is one of the most underrated youngster this season in the Premier League. Curtis Jones, what a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful goal to give Liverpool a lead.
Yeah.
Demo J, I know you have that Curtis Jones swagger, especially have that number 17 in your back. What do
Yeah,
you think
man.
about Curtis today?
Listen, I've been following, I think I said it on the live stream. I followed him since he was 18 years old, coming through the under 18s. And he just seemed like he was levels above everybody else from that time. And Gerard saw it, and he went straight up into the under 23s at even at such a young age. And he went there and he was just bossing it. Couple seasons ago, he won the Premier League 2 player of the season because he was just scoring a bag of goals and having a lot of assists. And then he fully earned his call up to the senior team, and he just took his chance. Today, I mean, obviously he's had a couple bad games because he's a youngster and he'll have bad games. He's only 20 the other day. And so he had a couple bad games and everybody was on him saying that he needs to go back into the academy and all of this nonsense. But he came up big again today, and it was such an exceptionally composed finish from him because we haven't been clinical in front of goal for a while. We haven't been getting midfielders scoring goals for a while. And today he popped up from midfield and he scored that goal. There's a lot of debate going around about whether it's a goal or not because people are showing camera angles that the ball fully went out and fully went over the line before Trent passed it. But for me, it was clear. It was clear that the ball didn't go all the way over the line, and we scored a legitimate goal in my eyes. He was so composed, and throughout all of the game, his technical ability is next to none. He's not up there being mentioned with the Sakas and the Fodens and the Greenwoods of this world. But I think that he's very underrated, and because he plays in midfield, where he just has to keep the ball rolling and make driving runs and make passes. He's not going to get tons of assists and score tons of goals, but he's very, very much underrated, and I think that he needs to get more credit.
100% agree.
You're mute, Ryan.
Jersey boy, what are your thoughts on Curtis Jones?
I think he's been probably last season we saw him probably a few games. I think last season he played at the end of the season, where we had won the league and we were like, you know what, we're going to rotate a lot. But this season with everything that's going on, he's been just telling everyone, I'm a youngster, I'm going to be great someday, and I'm going to prove all my haters wrong. And today, again, the front three did not do what it was supposed to do. But again, Firmino did for the goal, but it was an own goal. But what I'm trying to say is that Jones, when we needed a goal, was there. And, you can show Jones really wants this. And I want to give credit to Jones for doing what he's done. Excellent player.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we're not going to spend very long on the live. I know Demo want to go eat, so we're going to make this one very short and spicy, probably 15 or 20 minutes. So we're almost there. But as I said, guys, I'm really super excited for Liverpool to win. It's very important for us to make top four. I don't think we're going to make it, but Demo just giving me a little bit of confidence. Say, Ryan, listen, the team around Liverpool, they're going to have very difficult game, and Liverpool going to have difficult game too. We have Chelsea, we have Fulham. These games are us to win, especially we at home. Our next 3 games, we're going to be at home, both one in the Champions League and 2 in the Premier League. So what I want to talk about, especially in that first half, I think he has to give Sheffield United massive credit to keep the score at 0-0. In the first half, Liverpool was just outstanding. Mane, Salah, especially the Sheffield United goalkeeper come up with 5 excellent saves. Keep Sheffield inside the game. So he has to give Sheffield a lot of credit. I think they hanged out and all Liverpool, but Liverpool is just a different beast in that second half, and just Sheffield couldn't keep up with them. But I would say Liverpool deserved to win the game. They were the better team in the first and the second half. So Jersey boy, we're going to do player ratings because we're not going to do this one too long. So we're going to start with Adrian first in goal. What are your thoughts on Adrian?
I'm gonna go 8 just because Adrian did nothing wrong whatsoever. We were all worried about him playing, with Alisson out, with due to his dad passing away, and Kelleher injured. Adrian, when called upon, did a really good job. If it wasn't for him, we could have lost. He made some brilliant saves, even though we conceded 2 goals that were rightly disallowed. One for an offside and one for a foul, I think it was. He was very good. And, we normally would be going, Adrian, you're so rubbish. But Adrian tonight deserves all praise. Well done, Adrian. I'm going to go 8.5. I'm going to go next.
I think I'll give Adrian an 8 as well. He wouldn't have expected to play this game because obviously Kelleher is ahead of him and Allison is the number one. So he probably is in his mind thinking that he's going to leave soon. So to come back and have that mental fortitude that you need to keep at this top level in this game and did nothing wrong, I'll definitely go ahead and give him a 8. He was very good in the game. Apart from that suspect time when he took forever to come and get the ball, but I think he played well today, so I'll give him. And his passing wasn't bad as well.
Yeah, he booted the ball out really far. Every time he booted the far, out for a throw in or straight
Yeah.
out or straight at our players. He didn't do like. So I've got to say, Adrian today. To me, it looked like it was prime Allison playing.
Yeah, so I'll give him an 8.
So 8 as well. So do you want to go, Ryan? What's your rating of Mr. Adrian?
Well, definitely, I will give Adrian a 10 out of 10. I really think he put a foot wrong. I think
10
when he's
out of
supposed to
10?
get, yeah, I would give him 10 out of 10. He get a clean sheet and he didn't expect to play this game, and to see him come in and put in a performance like this, especially Sheffield have the first 2 shots at goal. You have to remember that, and it was 2 excellent save. It was 2 excellent save to keep Liverpool in the game. I think right throughout the game he played very good, so I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. And normally bash him a lot, but I have to give credit where it due. I think he did not put a foot wrong in this game. So the next player going to go on. Your player, not Philip. Timoji, take it over.
Well, as you guys know, I started watching the game 20 minutes late. So you guys told me that he didn't make a mistake leading up to that time. Um, Obviously he had a harder second half because Corey Burke came on, and Corey Burke is a very fast player. And I remember him beating him, I think it was probably 2 times, with his pace. But definitely overall, his passing out from the back was decent. He cleared the ball when it was there to be cleared, and he won everything in the air. He was just doing everything, and if it wasn't for Curtis Jones playing so well and scoring a goal, he would have been my man of the match. So I'm going to go Nat Phillips, and I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10, just because Corey Burke gave him a harder time in the second half.
Jersey boy.
I think Nat Phillips for me 9 out of 10. Obviously, I'm going to give man of match to Jones, but I'm going to go 9.5 out of 10 because that guy, no matter where the ball is, no matter how tall you are, he will get the ball on that bald head of his.
Mm-hmm.
He is very brilliant, and I want to say that to me it looks like we bought Kabak from the young team, and we bought Phillips from Schalke. He's been unreal, and Kabak was very good today, except for the mistake. For the own goal, luckily it was offside. But that Phillips for me, 9.5, brilliant, and I would love to see him against Chelsea.
Well, in my opinion, I think Nat Philip, as always, didn't put a foot wrong in this game. Since him came in, since Virgil van Dijk injured, every game he played, I think he did okay. So for me, he's very good in the air. Especially people need to give him more ratings, especially with the ball at his feet. So I will give him a 7.5 in this game.
7.5?
Yeah.
You're deluded. 7.5?
You gave Adrian a 10.
Yeah, I give him a 7.5.
I'm gonna use one of myself's glory hunting crap.
No,
crap
the reason why
insults. Are you smoking cigarettes?
The reason
What
why
are
I
you
give him
smoking?
the reason why I give him a 7.5. 2-time a Sheffield United striker spill him, so that's why I give him a 7. But
Wow.
7.5. That's a lot.
Wow. Okay. Right. That's your score, yeah.
That's your score. We'll leave you to your score. It's 9. But anyway, let's go, Mr. Ozan Kabak. Do you want to start off, Demo? Kabak.
Yeah, Kabak looks suspect, man. He really does look suspect. I thought Nat Phillips was the better defender of the two. He had some shaky moments. He passes the ball really well, I have to say. He does play the ball well. But he's been out of position a couple of times, and he makes a lot of mistakes. I mean, there wasn't like glaring mistakes that led to a goal because the goal was offside. But yeah, I'll probably go a 7 for Kabak.
I'm gonna go 7 as well
Yeah,
because obviously
Phillips was better.
he lucky he didn't. The goal wasn't given, but he scored an own goal. It was given offside, but other than that, I didn't see him do any else wrong. So I'm gonna go 7. Nat Phillips was the better defender, but I think if Kabak didn't do that offside own goal, we probably would have got a higher score. So
Yeah,
hope
Hendo SZN says it best. He watches the ball too much.
that's
He's the
true.
ball watcher for real.
So
Well,
Ryan.
well,
wait, 1 second. Interestingly, SofaScore have given a higher rating to Kabak than Phillips.
That's madness. But
That
anyway,
is delusional. Anyway, so what was going to say, Ryan?
I think Kabak, I think as usual, many people will say him look suspect. But for me, I think him a little bit too rush, a little bit too raw.
Mhm.
And you have to understand he is just 20 and he just need more time. And I think not having a big, more senior center backside of him to take him through, to thought him through, all of this thing run through his mind and a lot of pressure. No Van Dijk, no Gomez, no Fabina and Joel Matip. So for me, I will give him a 6.5. He can do much better, but I think 6.5 is a fairly good
Yeah,
marks for him.
yeah, that's true.
Let's go, Mr. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Demo.
Oh, I thought Trent was excellent. I thought he was great. Well, not great defensively, but he was good defensively. So I win a couple tackles. But then Sheffield weren't pressuring us like that in the second half, and we had to go forward. He had a couple shots saved by Ramsdale from his left foot. He was doing Trent things, and he looks a lot more confident. He looked a lot more confident in this game than he usually is. I'm going to go 7.5 for Trent in this game.
I'm going to go 7.5 as well. I think Trent, again, needs to work a little bit more on his defensive side. He was good defensively, but, he'll be much more pressure against Chelsea on Thursday.
Yeah.
On that half, you might see Havertz or Werner going on that side, so he needs to be really switched on. So I'm going to go 7.5. Hopefully Trent can improve a little bit more, but he was unreal today. Good assist and should have scored, but brilliant. I'm 7.5. Ryan.
Well, I think Trent, I'm going to give him a high marks. Reason why he get the assist in the first half, Rams pull off a brilliant save and a weaker foot. I think he do much better, especially at the back. He did not push up too much and make problem for to expose Kabak or not Philip at the back. So for me, I think in game improving a little bit, especially in defense, since Van Dijk and Gomez. So he has to be more switcher and he has to be more focused and stuff. And in final pass today was good. So I will have to give him I will give him an 8.
Nice. So next we go on to Mr. Robertson.
Me again?
Yeah, you're always going to be first.
All right.
Robbo.
So Robbo has had a dip in form in the past couple of games, and I thought that he was back to his best today. I thought he really needs to work on his shooting though, because he could have a couple of goals in this match. I remember he blazed a shot over the bar, and then there was a header and he had no pressure and he headed it straight into the ground. But defensively, he's always solid, and he always whips those ball in, and he works so tirelessly on his flank. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Trent. I gave Trent 7.5. I'm going to give Robbo 8. He was a little bit better than Trent today.
I agree. I'm going to go same as you, Dima. I think Robbo was a better. The last few games, it's been a bit more. Trent was looking a little bit better, and Robbo was worse. But today's the opposite. Robbo was the better one. So
yeah,
congrats to Robbo. Is looking better, and hopefully against Chelsea, we'll have both of them the same rating and winning that game. Brilliant. So I'm going 8. What about you, Mr. Ryan?
I think going forward, Robertson, you will always be that outlet for Liverpool, especially on the wing. I think Chen kind of sit back a little bit at home and Robertson go more forward. At one point, the commentator were saying Liverpool playing a back three, but that was not the case. Robertson just get the more license to go forward, especially in that first half to be that outlet. And I think he put in a very good performance today. Much better performance in the last 2 to 3 games. The
Yeah,
energy back, and he has to give him credit. So I will give Robertson a 5, a 7.5.
that's
Okay,
fair.
let's go, Mr. Newbie. Thiago Alcantara.
Yeah, I thought Thiago was solid today. No yellow cards, as he mentioned.
Yes, no
He does
yellow.
he does foul a lot though, and he's not the greatest tackler, I must say. But his passing was crisp. He made a lot of forward passes. And he was doing Thiago things, a lot of no look passes as well. And he was no major like influence in terms of the goals, but I thought he dictated the midfield really well. And I'm just going to give him a standard 7 today.
I think I'm going to give him a 6 just because I thought Thiago didn't do much. I think he was one of the probably the worst in the midfield
Mm.
today. But I really, really want to see the Thiago we saw against Chelsea last year on Thursday. That really, really good Thiago. Hopefully we do see that. But I think he was the worst in the midfield today. Hopefully we see more better Thiago. At least no yellow. That's a positive. 7. I'm gonna go 6. One.
Well, in my opinion, I don't think you were the worst Jersey boy. That's your opinion still. I think you have an okay game. I think you do a lot of stuff right, in my opinion. You were the one who were control the game, passing the ball. But
Mhm.
people don't see that. If you don't make assists, people don't see that and people
Yeah.
don't give you a lot of credit. But I think to not get a yellow card, I think you were smart enough today and you has to give him credit. So I will give him a 6.5.
Perfect. We go on to Mr. Superstar, Curtis Jones.
Yeah, well, I actually agree with Jersey Boy that he was the worst. Thiago was the worst out of the midfield that started. Jones, Wijnaldum, and him. So yeah, the other two were better than him. So Curtis Jones, boy, I've already waxed lyrical about him at the start of this. So I'm just going to give you the score. He scored the all important goal that got the ball rolling. My man of the match, and he definitely gets a 9.5 today. I'm not giving him a 10 just because he was substituted and he didn't play all the game.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm
I'm gonna give him 9.5.
10. I'm giving him 10 because he's man of the match. He did nothing wrong. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I hope to God he scores a hat trick against Chelsea. 10, 10, 10. Ryan.
It's just
Jones.
hard to give somebody a 10 when they
I
didn't
know,
play
I
the
know, I
whole
know, I
game,
know,
you know?
I know.
Yeah.
But it was good to give Kate minutes though. But Ryan. Jones.
Curtis, man, always trying to make things happen in that midfield. Comfortable on the ball, shoot with both foot. Always looking forward per first pass. And if you look at Curtis over the time he has been playing for Liverpool, he don't lose the ball. And when I say a midfielder don't lose the ball, but still creative and still want to make dangerous pass in the attacking third, he has to give him credit. But Curtis scored a goal. He were the one who start every single thing. He were make the thing start to click for Liverpool, confident and everything. But I has to go with a 10. Has to give him a 10, man.
Yeah.
Has to give him a 10.
Mr. Captain. Genie Wijnaldum.
Yeah, captain for
Captain
the
today.
evening, Genie. He was excellent. Like I said, he was a bit better than Thiago today. His ball retention is amazing. People just can't get him off the ball. He has that, I don't know what you call it. He just shields the ball so well, and some body feints that gets away from players. And he just kept the ball so well first today. And he and Thiago dictated the play today, and allowed Curtis to go forward a bit more. So Genie gets a 8.5 for me today. Curtis gets a 9.5, Genie gets 8.5, and Thiago gets a 7.
I'm going 8. I think Wijnaldum was good, and I want to see more of this Wijnaldum. Not the Wijnaldum we've seen the last few weeks. I want to see more of this Wijnaldum. I think Wijnaldum plays like this, it will maybe even be better against Chelsea. Will be in for a good game. So I want to say well done, Wijnaldum. 8 for me. What about you, Ryan?
I will give Wellham a 8. He always driving the ball. He always keeping possession of the ball. That retention Liverpool need to keep possession of the ball. I think him have a very good game today. Going forward, Jiver pass are quite a few Sheffield United player, and he was outstanding, solid. Don't lose the ball, and that's what you need from your midfielder. Don't lose the ball. For me, as I said, I give him an 8.
Who do you think? I forgot what I was going to say now. Never mind. Salah.
For me, Salah,
Oh,
I
no,
think,
it's Demo first. Demo's first. Demo's always first.
yeah, could give
Naughty
him a
Ryan.
break still.
Yeah, go. Let Ryan go. Let
Yeah,
Ryan.
Ryan, you go first. Sorry.
Well, Mohamed Salah, Allah always going to be Mohamed Salah. If he don't score, I don't think him impact the game as often. But I don't think he have a bad game. But especially in front of goal, especially in shots, he can do much a little bit better. If you want to be that up there with Cristiano Ronaldo, he definitely can score more goal. Cause him get a lot of chance and miss. He get 2 chance and miss in the game. So for me, I think he have a okay game, and I will give him a 6.5. That's a fair goal mark for Salah.
Well, nice. Demo, have you said yours yet?
Yeah, so Salah for me, I disagree with Ryan. I thought that he had a decent game even though he didn't score. He was causing problems for on his side for who played left back for them. What's his name? I remember his name.
But Brian.
Yeah, and he was having
No, I
them
can't remember his name. I never-
occupied and all of that stuff, and he beat a couple defenders. He had shots at goal. He just didn't finish that cross from Robertson. Salah should have scored that, and yeah, for that miss, I really the keeper saved one.
It was Brian. It was Brian who.
Yeah, he had him thinking a lot, and so I think Salah had a decent game as well, but nothing more than a 7.
I'm gonna go 7 as well. I think he needs to do much better in front of goal and to score these easy chances because this guy, I don't know why, he loves scoring hard chances, but you know, you gotta understand Salah, the easy chances are good as well. So he needs to score a bit more easy chances, hopefully on Chelsea to get Chelsea a bit
It
more.
was a tapping, man.
It's a tap in, and even Origi would have scored that. But here's the thing: is that he needs to do better. So I'm gonna go 7. Salah should do better, but we won. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna go 7. Next we go, Mr. Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane.
You guys both talk at the same time.
This one is interested for me because I think Sadio Mane, you know, in certain part of the game, I think Sadio Mane has a little bit drop off for me, but I don't see Sadio Mane too much in the game today, but I will give him a 6. Just
yeah, for me, Sadio was the worst player today for us. I don't know. He just flashes in with a moment and then he's just out of the game. He's really off form. He did score that offside goal, but he just really looks off the pace. And I'm going a 6 as well.
I'm going 5 just because I thought Mane was non-existent for most of the game. He's going for a really bad patch, but hopefully on Thursday or some of the games afterwards, he comes back into the old Sadio Mane and we see him back. But at the moment, he's going for a bad patch. I'm going 5. Now we're going to go Mr. Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, I'll just start this one. So for Bobby, again, very interesting because before the goal went in, I didn't think he was having a bad game. He was missing a lot of chances. Well, 2 chances he missed. The 1-on-1, he had to score that. And it's just the confidence has left him, and so that's why his finishing has been so poor. But his build-up play and link-up play, I thought was really good. He was linking up the play very well. He had that cutback. He was trying to pass the ball when he was there to score as well, and he was trying to pass it, which was horrible. But his shot got the deflection and went in the goal to make it 2-0 and to put us in a comfortable position. So I'm going to go for Firmino a 7.5.
I'm going to go a 7 because, you know, again, he has so many easy chances. I think you missed it because you didn't watch the beginning of the game, but he had a chance 1-on-1 with Ramsdale when he hits it straight at his arm. You should have done better. I think Origi would have taken the ball and lobbed it over Ramsdale and he would have gone in. So Even though it was an own goal, I think you saw what Firmino was trying to do with that attempt. So
Yeah,
it was an own goal, but I'm going 7. Hopefully, I want to see a better Firmino, and hope people enjoy the comes back. We can go in that cam position and we see a bit more better Bobby. So I'm
yeah,
going 7. Ryan.
I think Bobby Firmino will always be Bobby Firmino. I think clearly the number 9 kind of big on Bobby Firmino right now at Liverpool. I think that opportunity where him get in front of goal, that would make a way difference. It would be too difficult for Liverpool, But nevertheless, you get the 3 points and that's great. But Bobby Firmino, man, always doing he always make the easier thing look hard. And when him do the harder thing, you say wonder. And this is consistent with Bobby Firmino. Bobby, sometimes he pull out a moment, just like the second goal, he pull out beat
yeah,
1, beat 3, 4 play. Yeah, say yo. If Bobby can just do this consistent, he's just going to be another level and another beast player. But it what it is, man. I'm going to give Bobby a 6.5.
Okay, so now we'll
yeah.
do the 3 substitutions. So first off, we go Naby Keita. How do you think Naby Keita did today? Even though he
Yeah,
came on for the last 20 minutes, he looks
yeah,
bright. No injury for Keita. He didn't get injured. So
yeah.
what do you think about Keita?
I thought he was really good when he came on. He was taking the ball and dribbling past people, making those runs from midfield. He had one through pass that he tried to let through. I think it was Firmino. He tried to play him through with a through pass, but it was just a little bit short. But I thought he was very good when he came on for the time that he was on for. So I'm going to give Nabi. I'm gonna give him a 7. Yeah, it was a solid 7 when he came on.
7. I'm gonna go 7 as well. I'm loving that Keita's back. Bonus, no injury, hasn't got a hamstring injury or groin injury or anything like that. It looks at maybe that what they've done to Keita's actually worked. I hope it has, because
Mm.
Keita for the rest of the season, uninjured, we're gonna be much better. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going 7. Hopefully he plays against Chelsea. Ryan, Keita.
I will give Navigator a 6. I will give him a 6 for now. I think he look much lively, but this is what you're going to get from Keita. This minute he look lively, and then next 2, 3 game in play, nothing. Inconsistent for me, so I will give him a 6. I'm not hyped him
And
up right now.
final, James Milner, Mr. Old Man.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable himself came on. I think he had a crucial interception as well when he came on. He just solidified the midfield as we tried to just control the game. And when he came on, we had a lot of the possession, passing the ball around, and he just controlled the game. So yeah, again, another solid 7.
I'm going to go 7 as well. I'd love to see Milner back. He's Mr. Reliable, even though he's a bit slower because obviously he's a bit older.
Yeah,
Milner is our second leader, and hopefully, while Henderson is out, because we're very lucky, because even though Henderson got surgery on his groin, not his actual groin, but the groin muscle,
yeah,
he apparently was going to be out for 12 weeks, but he's not going to be out for 12 weeks. He's going to be out for only 6 to 8, which is great, which means he'll be back for the last month and 2 months, which is great. So hopefully Milner during that time will be that leader on the pitch. So I think Milner was, Milner was Milner, and hopefully he does a bit more. So Ryan, Milner.
Legend, one of the best free transfer in the Premier League history. So for
yeah,
me, I think he came on and kind of cool down the game a little bit. We don't have to go forward too much because we have something in front of us. 2 goal, we don't need to score anymore. And
yeah.
he come and seal up the game. And I'm going to give Milner a 6 for me.
Nice. So just a quick question before we go. Because of the game today, how do you all feel ahead of Thursday? With the game
Listen,
against
I,
Chelsea?
I I already said that I think we're going to meet the top 4. Chelsea again, they drop points to a top 6. I think they dropped points before this as well. So
They drew to Southampton.
yes, so with Minamino scoring that goal, yeah. So they drop points. So it's not like they're not beatable. Thing is, I don't want to get too carried away because this is Sheffield, but Sheffield they did beat Manchester United, who were flying. So it's not to take for granted that we beat Sheffield. This is a good result, and I'm more impressed with how we played today than the result. I mean, the result is great, but the way how we played today was very
Yeah, I know
encouraging.
we played really good. If we were better in front of goal, we could have been here saying Sheffield
Exactly.
0, Liverpool 7.
Exactly. So it's very encouraging leading up to the Chelsea game, and I think that we'll have a positive result.
Brilliant. Ryan, how do you feel about Thursday? We'll do obviously a match preview earlier to that time, but how do you feel for this about Thursday?
Well, this is a very good win for us. Let's hope this win can change our season going forward against Chelsea. I think Chelsea a very good, important win in the Champions League away from home against Atletico Madrid. They look a much better unit and their new manager. But for Liverpool, it's what it is. They win, get a little bit of confidence. So much time this season, we win 2 games and we think we are back. But I am a little bit kind of confident because we're playing against a big team. But let's hope Chelsea don't come and park the bus and make it difficult for us.
Yeah, man.
Chelsea boy.
I
Chelsea
think
boy.
I think we're
Yeah.
gonna have a positive result versus Chelsea. But today, people are saying that it's just Sheffield. Listen, Sheffield beat Manchester United at home, so it is not just Sheffield. I mean, they're fighting for points, and to beat them, I think we have to be a lot. A lot of the teams who we were expected to beat, we lost to. So people saying it's just Sheffield. Well, it was just Fulham, and Fulham drew with us. It was just Burnley at Anfield, and Burnley beat us. So don't say it's just Sheffield. We needed to win the game.
Yeah.
We needed to beat who was in front of us, and we did it.
All right. Well, I was apologize about that. My dad just came in, so I don't want to put him on stream because my dad's not a stream person. So,
Yeah.
so I do apologise, but again, thank you guys so much for coming for our match reaction. Liverpool 2-0, get in this beautiful kit. All blues. Hopefully, I'll talk to Ryan because Ryan is doesn't want anyone on the live streams anymore. But I think we should add Demo to the watch logs because it's fun. So I will convince Ryan. Yes or no? Add Demo to the streams.
Yeah, Demo, whenever I'm ready, man. Of course.
If I can, I will, man. If I can, I will.
Hopefully on Thursday you come and we celebrate. And we'll see you guys next week, or probably some more Jamaican videos by Ryan, and you got the Scotland video coming up, England videos, France videos for the Euros.
Canada coming up.
And Canada coming up. We'll see you guys all very soon. Stay safe and up the Reds.
Brilliant.